Hi, this is Dave Travels in Time again, and today I'm doing a review of Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, the series that came right after Lost Galaxy. The plot is as follows. Demons have been uncovered. They have escaped from a tomb after archaeologists accidentally unleashed them. Lightspeed Rescue is now innocent. Captain Mitchell assembles a team which includes his daughter, Dana Mitchell, Joel, Cowboy, Chad, a Marine rescue, Kelsey, an adventurer and skateboarder, and of course, Ryan Carter Grayson, who is a firefighter. They are assembled to save the world, protect Mariner Bay from these evil creatures that are like demons. The main ones are Viper, Diabolical, and Queen Ventura. Joel is into Miss Fairweather, who's the scientist, has a crush on him. And it's funny seeing their interaction together, and how he always stumbles and kind of declines his offer. Says, "Oh, we work together. We shouldn't really be dating." And technically, it's not even a rule. It's just kind of set up. And the series is well done. I like the cast. I like the acting. And then we find out another twist because Carter he remembers the firefighter who saved him as a kid, and that's what inspired him to become a firefighter. Turns out this whole time it was Captain Mitchell who was the one who saved him. Your leader and mentor. I like that twist. And another twist is Captain Mitchell's son and Dana's brother is not dead. Captain Mitchell. He's actually been alive this whole time. He's been under the command of Diabolical. As Captain Mitchell didn't want to see his son die, he was clutching at him on this cliff with him and Dana. And he's like, I can save him, Diabolical evilly says. He's like, save him. And so he does, but the catch is that he doesn't get him back. He takes him from him, and he's basically trained to be evil. And Dana didn't know this whole twist. She thought he was dead. So I like that whole twist. And then Ryan does eventually team up with them against the baddies. But he kind of goes on it by himself for a while. So one story I like too was when Kelsey catches this mugger who keeps stealing from this little outside food shop. And she's like, stealing's wrong, which it is. And he's like, you shouldn't do that. And so he learns not to be like that anymore. And he proves himself, and he actually gets the job at that place, which is cool. So he's no longer a mugger. So I like that twist. And then another episode that's cool is when Chad falls in love with this mermaid, but Viper captures her. And wants to use her as a decoy to trap Chad. I like that episode. That was good. Yeah, so the series itself is very well done. I really like the morphine effects too when they morph. And I'm wearing a Lightspeed Rescue jacket right now. If I nerd it, check them out online. Definitely give them a shout out. Definitely, they're worth the price. And I like the umbrella. I always like that at the Lightspeed. I like the umbrella. It's kind of mysterious, huh? The umbrella theme right there. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's a very good series, and there's nobody really that lets it down, I don't think. And it's called the Titanium Ranger, who's Ryan Mitchell. He's the first American-made Power Ranger. He's not taken from the Sentai, the Japanese version. They actually created him by the American team. His design and everything. So I like that. Makes it unique, right? So yeah, I always thought that was cool. And I like the stories. I like the plots. And then, for a while, Green Banter's son comes to wreak havoc for a while. He's kind of creepy, too. Then Bansira has this vendetta against Diabolical. Diabolical doesn't really like Bansira that much either. So they kind of have an antagonistic relationship. So that was fun to see. And Vipra, the actor that plays her, this is her only acting job because apparently the makeup was so uncomfortable that she just did not want to do acting anymore after this. I think she quit to become a makeup artist or something. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, she does. This was her only acting role. Oh, and another important detail in this series is the Galaxy Rangers team up. The Lost Galaxy Rangers team up with the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers to go against Trakina. Because it appears Trakina wasn't destroyed after all. But the interesting thing is it's not played by the same actor. It's not her. It's not the same actor from the Lost Galaxy. They hired somebody else because apparently she didn't like the script or something. And so they cast this other actor and they kind of altered her voice to sound a little bit more like the original actor. So that's interesting. So they kind of cover up part of her face. The eyes and stuff look similar to the original actor, so they could get away with it. But I guess the mouth, maybe they were afraid of that would give it away because maybe her lips are different than the original actor, the shape or something. So that was interesting. And then the morphine sequence for the Lost Galaxy Rangers is totally different from the one from the show before, from their show. They took the footage from the Japanese version to use the morphine, and I don't think the Japanese, I have to admit, the Japanese footage for the morphine effect doesn't look as good as the way Saban did it for the Galaxy one. It's jarring and it just doesn't really fit. Oh, and Kendricks is back. She's not. It's not Corone. It's the pink, since Kendricks came back to life. So she gets her powers back. So it's cool to see them team up against Trakina. That was cool. It's a good little episode. Good little episode. So yeah, it's a solid series, and I like the episode where Kelsey kind of has to confront her grandmother because she's very stuck up, but she kind of changes later and she kind of lightens up. So that was a nice episode to see. That was a good episode. Yeah, overall, there's a lot of good episodes here, and I highly recommend this series. I definitely recommend it. If you're a Power Rangers fan or you're getting into it, I don't know if I would recommend it to be the first one you see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's not, because the Galaxy ones team up, you might need a little bit of a refresher. So if you're gonna watch anything beforehand, I'd recommend watching at least a little bit of Lost Galaxy because there's that team up episode. Just get a little background on Trakina too. It could help and what her character was like beforehand. So yeah, overall good series. And the last episode has a lot of action in it too because it's the finale, and then the base kind of basically gets practically destroyed um, by the baddies in it, the demons, and yeah, good show. It's a good show. It sucks too with Power Rangers, like how the actors, a lot of them, half of them, they don't really have careers after. They kind of just get typecast as Power Rangers, and so they don't really make it. They don't really make it as anything else. So that's kind of rough. It's like, wow, that kind of sucks. I guess that agents just think of it as a kid show, and they don't take it seriously when you're looking for like another acting role or something. Anyway, yeah, highly recommend it. I'll give it a 9.5. I think it's one of the better Ranger shows for sure. There's no real Ranger show I actively dislike. Even the ones that are not like my favorite, I'll have points that I like. There is one though coming up that I do have more issues with. and it's a popular series of it. But that's way, we got like at least 3 or 4 more shows before I go into detail about that one. Because, oh man, that one coming up, it's like, I think 5 series after this, or 4. So I got 4 more, right, before I talk about that one. That one I have issues with, and it's a popular one, so there might be fans that might get mad. But hey, it's my opinion, I have a right to it. So anyway, guys, hope you take care. Peace. Bye for now. And if you like what you see, obviously subscribe. All right, bye.